How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody had a good day. Hope you're blessed. I hope that you're thankful for your blessings. Hope you're healthy. You're blessed. Thankful. Thank you very much for being here once again with me. My name's Frank Reacher, and this is my channel. This is Reach. This is where we get to reach in, reach out, reach up. Uh, so yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys are not stressing or having a bad time. But if you are, remember, if you're going through something, if you're struggling, you got problems, remember, God is always ready to listen. You know, God is always ready to listen. He is the perfect Father. Um, reach out to Him, be honest. He's ready to listen, He's ready to help. Um, that's the number one advice that I could always give you is reach out to God. He's a loving God, merciful God, full of grace, perfect Father. All right, so this video, this today, I've been talking about, I created this course. Okay, I created a course called The 100 Things Every Human Should Know Before They Die. I've been thinking about changing the last part, but it's 100 things that I believe are the most important things in life. These are 100 topics, 100 things that are going to help you, that have helped me, the 100 things, and I'm pretty sure there's probably more than 100, but again, these are my top 100. um and it's very difficult to just say the top 3 or the top 10 because there's just so much knowledge, so much wisdom, so much uh positive, things that are out there that can definitely make a change in our life, that can improve our life, renew our life, restore our life. So I'll be sharing what the 100 things that I believe are the 100 things that every human being should know. Before I get into today's topic, again, I just want to remind you, check out the links in the videos. There's a link to my wife's health and beauty store. Okay, she has over 700 items, awesome prices. She always ships for free. She is the person that supports me 100%. She helps me out, and show her some love. Check out her website. You'll find something that you need. She has things for men, for women. And the other link is for my courses. I just finished another course that has to do with a faith in Christ. I just made a course. It's the name of the course is called "Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God." So that talks about God's sovereignty, how to get right with Him, things like that. So check out the link to the my courses. And again, this is information that's going to help you. These are, you know, I guarantee you that if I say there's 100 things that every human being should know, I guarantee you that I can make a list of 100 problems, of 100 struggles that every human being faces, right? So that's the reason why I make these courses, is to have information out there available. And it's not just a book, it's courses that they're going to ask you questions, they're going to ask you to take notes. So it gets you involved so that you can actually retain the information much better. And the other link that I have is to my counseling website. I do offer counseling. I offer coaching, life coaching, marriage, raising kids, whatever, financial. If you have any kind of struggles, man, anything that you're going through in life, reach out to me. Send me a message. I have on my website, there's my phone number, the time that I'm available. Again, I don't charge for this. People bless me with donations. That's, you don't have to, but anyways, I'm here to help you. This is what Reach is about. So yeah, let me go ahead and start with, this is going to be the number 4. Okay, the number four thing that every human being should know in their lifetime that will help them in their life, and I hope that you guys, and I hope people understand what it is before they die. Because once we're dead, it's it. You know, there's no need for this information. But anyways, let's see. Number four. Number four is this. The fourth thing that I believe every human being should know is that you are the sum of your habits. Okay? I'm going to break this down. It says in my notes, it says here, you are the sum. Okay? That means the sum means you're the total of your habits. You are the complete person. You are the sum of your habits. These habits belong to you. Okay? These habits are settled. They're part of your routine. You do them on a regular basis. You practice them. These habits create a behavior. Okay? So habits that are good or bad, okay? The habits that you do, the things that you do on a daily basis, they are the sum of who you are. Okay? If you smoke, you're a smoker. If you lie on a daily basis, you're a liar. If you eat properly every day, if you have a habit of eating right, then you'll be healthy. What I'm trying to say is that the things that we do, the habits that we do, define us. Okay, again, whether they're good or bad, and we can talk about bad habits, and we're all going to understand that the bad habits that we practice, the things that we do on a regular basis, actually make us the person that we are. Okay, and again, these can be small habits, these can be big habits. Basically, what I'm trying to encourage you is you need to understand that everything goes together. Okay, your mind, the way you think is the way you live, and the way you live is who you are. Okay, so if you think in your head, if you're telling yourself that it's good to do certain things, okay, and if you agree with those certain things, you're going to practice them. And as much as you practice them, that is the person that you'll become. Okay, there's no separation. You can't say, well, I love doing this, but that doesn't define me. Of course it does. We all do the things that we think are right. We all do the things that we enjoy. We all do the things that are, we carry in our minds, and it's the person that defines it. That's who we become. I can, go back in my life and tell you all the things. My bad habits made me the person that I was. I was a criminal. I was an ex-convict, an ex-gang member, and I did these things on a daily basis. They were settled in my head, and I said to myself, every day I would exercise these habits. I would do these things. And I couldn't hide the person that I was. It was evident. Some people are better than others where they're able to hide certain habits, but we all know, everything comes to light eventually. Um, so, understanding this, when you understand this, you'll start to understand, like, man, I can't separate myself from the things that I'm doing, because the things that I'm doing are actually defining who I am, and people are pointing these things out on me. When I would drink a lot, I couldn't hide the fact that I was an alcoholic, and that was a daily habit. That habit became my behavior. Okay, and I would smell like it, I would look like it, because it was me. So it's very important to me that people understand this, because again, people, when we're called on things that we're doing on a daily basis, and then we're like, oh no, that's not me, or oh no, that's not who I am. Again, you have to understand that what is settled in your mind, the things that you practice, is your behavior. Okay, so the number four thing is, you are the sum of your habits. Okay, you are the sum, you're the total, you are the complete person that you exist because of your behavior, because of your habits. Now, it's been such a blessing to me to create new habits in my life. For example, early in the morning. Early in the morning, it's a blessing to me to wake up and it's just me, my God, my Bible, my coffee. And that time is just precious to me. I can talk to my God about anything, cry out to Him, pray, worship Him, read my Bible, hear Him speak into my life. And that is a habit that now people can see the transformation because of the habits, because of things that are settled in my life, because of things that I practice in my life, the things that are in my head that I actually look forward to doing, you know, and this shapes my life and it shapes my future, and the insight that I have for this is that I wrote down small habits shape your future, whether good or bad. Okay. So our habits they'll form an outline, they'll form an agenda in your life. Your habits will form a schedule for you. Again, if it's good habits, bad habits, you're going to end up being what you do on a daily basis. And when we understand this, a lot of times we're like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why am I going through this? Why? Because the habits that you've done last week, the habits that you've done yesterday, the habits that you've done last month, because those things that you did back then have formed your future. That's the reason why you're going through things now. Why? Because of your habits, whether they were good or they were bad. They came to pass. The outcome of our habits. I can. Why am I sick? Because you're not eating right. Why am I this? Because if you think about the stuff that you're going through in your life and you look at your habits, it's no wonder that some of the outcome of your habits are bad situations, bad experiences, bad relationships, bad eating habits. So there is an outcome for all our habits, the things that we do on a daily basis. Um, Good habits are enjoyable. Good habits are the things that you enjoy to do. A bad habit is something that provides poor quality of life. Okay? Poor quality of life. That is what defines a bad habit. If you're doing something wrong and you don't understand, well, it's not a bad habit. You might say to yourself, it's not bad. Think about it. How are you spending your time? Are you spending bad time in it? Are you spending money on it? What are you getting in return? Okay, so a bad habit is something that creates or provides poor quality of life. Okay, that's a bad habit. So this is very, very important to me. I wanted to share this because once we understand this, a lot of the times we're looking for the answer, we're looking for the key, we're looking for how can I change my life, how can I better it, how can I renew it, what can I do different in my finances, what can I do different in my job. And again, if you don't understand your habits, the things that you do on a daily basis, where your frame of thought, your eating, everything goes together. Okay. And you start looking at the things that you do in the morning. Instead of waking up being thankful, do you wake up are you bitter? Are you mad? Are you angry? Changing your mind will go ahead and change your habits. Instead of waking up feeling bummed out or whatever the case may be, you can get on your knees and be thankful or start your day differently. Okay. Again, we think that how we live has nothing to do with the outcome of our life. We think that all of a sudden these things are happening for no reason. But in fact, because we're not paying attention to our daily habits, because we're not paying attention to how we're thinking, how we're living, we're surprised by the outcome. And we're thinking, oh, it's not us, it's somebody else, or it's not us, it's this or that. When in reality, if we do pay attention to our daily habits and how they form our future and the outcome of it, we'll start making better decisions. We'll start changing the most smallest thing in your life, from how you're thinking, how you see things, how you see people, how you see certain situations. So I wanted to share that. So the action step to this is where I don't want to call it a challenge, but this is something that I always like to do, is when I present, one of these topics, is to challenge you, to kind of almost put a challenge out there for you. I call it an action step, because I want this information to be a blessing in your life. So what I do is, okay, an action step. The action step for this is this, and this is what I wrote. Identify one bad habit and replace it with a positive one. Okay? Identify one bad habit and replace it with a positive one. What does it mean to replace? To replace is to destroy it. Okay? Let's say, for example, you identified a bad habit and you said, man, I don't wake up on time. Something small. I don't wake up on time. What am I going to do? I'm going to replace it with waking up on time. So what I mean by replacing it is that you're going to stop doing that bad habit, and you're going to replace it with something good. Okay? So that bad habit is no longer usable. You can't use that bad habit no more. Now you have to replace it with a positive one, something that you accept, something that you approve, and you understand that it's going to improve something in your life. Okay? So you think of a bad habit and you're like, okay, this is what I do. I'm going to replace it with a good habit, because that old habit I'm going to replace. I don't have no use for it anymore. Now I'm going to start to do this new habit that I approve, because this new habit is going to provide a better future for me. And it's going to create a better future like right away, because now you've done away with the bad habit and now you're exercising a better one that's going to literally provide a new outcome in your life on a daily basis, because you stopped doing something that was harming you, something that wasn't beneficial for you. So number 4 thing out of 100 things that every human being should know is that we are the sum of our habits. Okay? We're the total existence of our habits. Why? Because these habits have been settled in our mind. We practice them. It's part of our behavior. We think, we walk, we live according to those habits. Okay? And these habits, what they do is they shape our day-to-day. They shape our future. Okay? And we have to replace those old habits with good ones that we approve, ones that we know they're going to provide a positive outcome in our life. Why? Because